Welcome to the online podcast. I'm your host, Zaire Collier. Today we have a special guest. I met this man, one of my best friends, during COVID, working out together with our trainer, Dan James, up at, with Syndicate. We're working out Chigozie Nnoruka. Still haven't learned how to pronounce his name. That's my guy, though. Went to ARC, then on to UCLA. Graduates, then goes plays at Miami, Pro Day, cup of tea in the CFL, and then now currently preparing for a game tomorrow. At the time of this recording, with plays for the Houston Gamblers in the USFL, playing against the Memphis team. So, hope you guys enjoy. There's a link tree and both my main Instagram account and our podcast Instagram account. Again, that's at On The Line Z, both on YouTube and Instagram, or you can just simply type in On The Line Podcast. And with that being said, hope you enjoy. So talk to me, man, your journey. It's a long one. From ARC to UCLA, then you go to Miami. You have a cup of tea in the CFL, and then now you're with USFL, man. How's that journey been for you so far?
It's been a long journey for sure. A lot of ups and downs, but through the whole process, I just kept the goal of trying to get to the NFL. That's been my dream in my life. So I just kept working towards that goal, wherever it may take me. As long as it kept me on the path towards my goal, I just kept at it.
100%. So let's go back to the beginning, man. Coming out of high school, what made you decide to go to ARC?
Shoot. Honestly, I started playing football late in my high school career because I was actually going to school in Nigeria before I came out here for a few years. So, just with the offers I got at the end of my senior year, I just felt like with the tape that I got, that I could have really could go D1. Right. So comes the ARC staff, recruiting me, telling me like, 1 year here we could get you to the D1 you want to go to, So I just really trusted my own ability and trusted the staff and what they had going on, and just really just betted on myself because I had two offers, C. Davis and Cal Poly out of high school, but something in me just told me I could play at a high level.
Yeah, you can get some more. So tell me about you went to school in Nigeria?
Yeah, I went to school in Nigeria from my middle of my 7th grade year to my 10th grade year.
How was that?
It was good. Looking back at it, I feel like it definitely helped mold me into the person I am today. Just like experiencing, my culture, different life, different types of people. Just gave me a different outlook on life. So I definitely think, looking back at it, I think it was a blessing that I got to spend those years out there.
Would you say it's drastically different, the education system and how they operate over there from over here?
Or we wear uniforms. You can't be talking back to your teachers like, it's serious. Not like out here at all, but it's totally.
Yeah. So you think that built you to who you are today? Obviously, long career. So now we're just going down the timeline. You're at ARC. How was that time there? Because I know you go in there, you're betting on yourself. You had a couple D1 offers, but as you said, you wanted more. What was your time like there? Because for a lot of people, that's kind of a ego check. A lot of people kind of frown upon that route. But for you, better yourself, eventually it works out. But take me through that. How was that for you?
Going in, I just knew like anything I had to really work. Just being the JUCO guy, I didn't have no stars out of high school, none of that. At the UCLA, and even coming in, I redshirted my first year. I had two NFL D tackles in front of me. One that got drafted, the other one right now. So it's like, and it was a talented group for sure before I even got there. But just understanding that my time would come at some point, and working to improve my game, just focusing on that when I knew I wasn't playing. So showing that I had the ability to play at that level and working.
When When exactly did UCLA come into the picture?
They offered me going. It was after season, so it was like a couple weeks before signing day. They
Okay. So it was quick,
Yeah,
quick process.
quick process. So,
Did were you able to take any visits out there, or was it kind of just like you kind of took it and ran? I said you were you able to take any visits, or was it like you kind of just took it and ran with it?
so the thing is, I can't remember what the whole thing about it was, but yeah, I didn't get an official visit. I got an unofficial, so I had to pull up on my own and check the school out. But I got officials from UC Davis and Cal Poly, but yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. Was UCLA the only one you had picked up after the season?
I got offered by Eastern Michigan too, I believe, and Central
Okay.
Michigan. So I had
Okay.
three offers.
Okay. So now you're at UCLA. I went back, looked at your game log. You played 12 games, including a bowl. What was that first year like for you there? I know you redshirt and all that, but what was your first year of playing like there?
And it was actually pretty good. Like for someone that just coming in, just really getting my feet wet for the first time, I felt like I had a pretty good season, going in. I felt like at the time, I just thought it was just from what I put out my first time. I thought, okay, it's only, I'm only getting better. My understanding of the game is only getting better. My skill set is only getting better. I'm stronger. I'm getting bigger. So it's like,
Yeah.
ready to take the next step. Keep going up with it. So yeah, after that first season, it was just like a confirmation that I could really do this, like at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah.
it was just a good. It definitely gave me some confidence in my ability.
Yeah. Because at that point, you're only what six, maybe 7 years in of playing football. Because you started off late. So what year would that be for you playing?
So what, junior year? Because I played 1 year at Pop Warner when I was younger, but
Yeah. Yeah.
junior year, senior year, like yeah, 4 or 5 years.
Oh yeah. That's pretty impressive, man. You tell them 4 or 5 years, pretty much a high school career, and then now you're at UCLA playing with the best of them. So UCLA works out, but then you decide to transfer. I believe you graduated from UCLA, correct?
Yeah. So with that, what happened is we got a new coach. So
Yeah.
and he wasn't really messing with none of the old players for the majority of them. So yeah, after that season, when I graduated, I decided to transfer to Miami University.
What made Miami the go to the decision? What of all schools? What made them outside of them being Miami? But what made you choose them?
Just felt like they really like wanted me. I felt like they really had a need for me, my position. I felt like their defense that they ran fit my skill set as a football player. So it was just like a no-brainer, and it was Miami. So I was just,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
why not? What I'm saying, it seemed like the perfect situation. So yeah, that's what made me go there.
So you go to Miami. Everyone knows the history and the tradition. Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, the defense, all the greats there. You as a player, did you or any of your teammates ever feel that pressure of the tradition and the culture being there?
I don't really know for my teammates, but me personally, and I about too much that I'm really more of a like here now, whatever we're gonna start to be. I respected it great, I didn't really put much into it in terms of how I was gonna play or what I had to do on the football field. I was more worried about just trying to be where I could be.
Right. Right. So I also did some research. You end up doing a pro day at Miami. What is like for most of us, the 99% of athletes don't really get to experience that. What was that pro day atmosphere like for you?
So it was I don't know. I try not to think too much into it. At the end of the day, training for so long is just like at this point it's just about going to do it. So I'm not really trying to psych myself out by thinking about like who was there or whatnot. I thought about it just like a game. So many people watching you in the game. You don't know who's really watching you, but you gotta go out. So I don't really think too much. I just did what I had to do. Like, of course, I was a bit nervous at the beginning, but like,
Oh,
at the
always.
point, it's just you gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Was it like what were the drills? Was anything unexpected? Because it's ran by the school, correct?
Yeah, yeah, it was right, and it was the COVID year, so that's when all the schools were going to. That was the year after COVID, so all the schools were coming. All the scouts, not the schools, the scouts were coming to the school. So, nah, we already knew what drills we were gonna do, and we practiced them. So nothing was surprising at all. I like Canada. It was good just experience in a different country, like just living in another country. But like in terms of me playing, I didn't really play that much. I only was active one game. I was on the practice squad for most of the season, so I wasn't even there for training camp. I got signed week one, so I'm just coming in trying to establish myself for next season, pretty much. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm probably practicing, like, you know, there's a bunch of vets in front of me that have been in the league for years. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't really about more ability. It's just like about, I would say, at that point, it was really about the relationships that they had with the front office.
Yeah.
I like Canada. That's all I was gonna say. I like Canada. Yeah, it's definitely different. There's a bunch of different rules. They line up a yard off the ball. You know, I mean, I respect any opponent, but like, you know, I would say uh, it's like the NFL. You know, but it's definitely in the NFL. Definitely players that can play in the NFL than in the CFL.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Tomorrow?
it's pretty. Right now, it's pretty good. Like we started off on two, but we're on a four-game winning streak right now in contention for the play, trying to get a championship. So it's a blessing. Blessed. Thanks. I'm just blessed and thankful for the opportunity. You know, just to be able to display what I can do. Every day, I'm just super thankful. You know, try to attack the day as best I can. You know. I would just reinforce what I was thinking back then. Just you know what I'm saying? If you believe in yourself, just no matter what anybody tells you, if you have whatever you feel in yourself, in your heart, bro, just do that. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's your life and you're going to live it. So why not do what you want to do, you know?
100%.